Hey Caroline, it's Mackenzie. I have created this video to show you the difference between faceting and filtering. These are two concepts that are really difficult to explain generally because they're very similar, but they are kind of pulling from two different things. If the video seems kind of janky, it's probably because the TDA, for whatever reason, is not moving fast on my computer, so I'm probably going to cut out those parts. So hopefully this makes sense. Yeah, so I'm going to load my example for you. Okay, so I'm using the example Sam Houston. So I've done my test search, and I'm going to first show you the facets. I will say that if you look at the help or the search tips, one of the things that we've gotten away from is referring to them as facets because, number one, people generally don't know what that is, and we want to talk about them the way they are labeled in the TDA. So you can see here this refine your selection section. Those are the facets that Brian and Mark will refer to. And basically what that's doing is it allows you to narrow your search results based on the metadata. So if we just want to look at images, we can select that facet and it will update our search results to only show us images. The facets here will only show you the metadata that is available for your search. So here I've done Sam Houston, and it gives me a lot of different things to refine my selection with, different facets that I can do that with, but some searches you will have less metadata. And again, it's just based on the metadata that's available for the records that show up in your search. So you've probably already used these for different searches that you've done. If not, just play around with them because, like I said, every search is a little bit different. Every search is a little bit different in terms of what facets or selections that you can make. Again, it's based on the metadata that's available for those records. So now I'm going to load my next example to show you filtering. Alright, so now I'm going to show you filtering. It's a little bit different than faceting but not quite. So filtering, if you go up to the top here, you can see filter. And I will say that I find the filter option more useful when you are already in a collection. If you're just doing kind of that Sam Houston search, I don't find it as helpful. So I've selected a collection here of photographs to do filtering for. So if I click on filter, okay, now it's showing up. It will give me the ability to filter kind of by keyword on, these different terms that might be available. Now you can see here some of these metadata fields are for all records that are in the Texas or the TDA and may not apply to the particular collection. So here I'm looking at a photograph collection. They're not Supreme Court records, but again, you can filter by them. Again, this is just the way Mark and Brian have this set up and how it will work for other things. But if I did, for example, want to filter by item title, I could do Alexander, for example, and add that. And it is going to filter items that begin with Alexander in this collection. That's how filtering works. So it's a little bit different than the faceting because you can type in, characters for it to filter on within a particular collection. It doesn't work as well, like I said, if you aren't in a particular collection, but you could do it. But again, I've not found filtering as helpful as the refine your selection or the facets. So hopefully this quick and dirty tutorial for these things has been helpful to you. If you're really are interested in another quick and dirty version, looking at this refining your search results in the TDA will also be helpful, because but it's not going to refer to it in those terms, facets and filtering. We're calling it what you see in the actual TDA, which is refine your selection. So that is the equivalent of the facets. And then filtering, that's the same as filtering, because again, that's what the button says. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Let me know if you have any other questions that I might be able to answer.